stand. Wait on a sign above, and I am ready, ready. 'Cause I just live for the game. 'Cause I just live for the game. 'Cause I just live for the game.
All right, well, welcome back, and here we are, final table action of our Women's Championship event, part of the World Poker Tour, and we are getting right into it firsthand. You got myself, Ryan, also known as Country, joined by the Road Dog, Ronan, and Star is back with us to help commentate and help guide us with what's going to be happening on this final table. What's up, guys? How we doing?
It's always nice to be the third best commentator in the business. This is exciting.
Well, you're definitely the first, Ryan, if Ronan's going to take last. And I don't know. I think I'll take last with Ronan. We're tied.
I was going to say, well, maybe.
We'll take tied for last.
Tied for last.
Yeah, but knowledge-wise, I mean, we got Star in here that's going to help guide us and educate us. As here we are firsthand here. See Shannon on the button, going to bump it up to 15K. Jack 8 suited. Mystery hand for Rachel. He's going to bump it up. We got a 3-bet. Here we go. First hand, and we're 3-betting to 37K.
Bernadette cheering on the chip leader, Mary.
That's interesting sizing on 21 big blinds. It looks like a monster to me.
Yeah, definitely. Had to be.
Any 3-bet from a 21 big blind stack is going to look scary at this point. But if we could, do we have the chip stacks we could pull up real quick before this next hand starts?
Let's go ahead and show it. Of course, this is now getting ready for the second hand, but there are your chip counts. Is we mentioned Mary, 64 bigs for her. Jamie, 54 bigs. So pretty solid for her. And right now, Debbie is the short stack.
Debbie and
6
Coach,
bigs. Yep. It's going to be a little tough to try to maneuver it, but not impossible. She could definitely try to make some moves and try to, stack up a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like Debbie's been on a small stack this entire time.
She really has.
She's been maneuvering quite well. She's made some really good folds, and we always love a stubborn heart, so definitely rooting for Debbie.
All right, so we got Kelly here, going to go ahead and put in the raise to 8K. Pocket 7s. Danielle here, ace 8 offsuit. Going to be go ahead and throw that in the muck.
2, 3.
Looks like it's folding around to Coach. Also going to let it go. So Jamie, Coach is going to let it go. So Kelly will go ahead and collect the blinds, and we're just going to keep it moving along. But yes, 70 entries for this field today. And then here is the look at the payouts. First place going to be taking home $7,103. That's going to be for first place. Now, my understanding is they did pay the bubble as well out of the prize pool, so 10th place did get paid. So 200 came from the first place prize. Second place donated 100, and third also 100 as well to pay out the bubble. But there is the updated payouts. If you want to check it out yourself, you can hit ! Payouts in the YouTube chat, and then Facebook I will post it as well, so you guys will see it in the pinned comments. But here we are, getting things going. Ace King offsuit for Jamie with a Y, bumps it up to 11K.
Blinds did just jump up to 3, 5, and 5, by the way. Stacks are getting shorter and shorter here. Jamie's just been picking up hands ever since we started going hand for hand here. Like, she just can't miss. And Coach, oh no, Coach picks up an ace, sitting on 6 big blinds.
And all the aces are out, but she knows because she's been sitting at the table that Jamie's hot, so she definitely makes a good fold there.
We've seen a lot of good folds already just in the last 2 hands. We saw Debbie ditch an ace, ace 9 as well with only 6 big blinds. So this is going to be a sticky final table here for sure.
Yeah, really.
It looks like we got some people shouting out in the chat. We got Safety Lady. Come on, Danielle. I love you. Your wifey for lifey. What's up, Jen? This is Star. She says that she loves you and she is going to try to go back to back to back. Let's go, Danny.
Wow.
That would be absolutely amazing. She most definitely can. She's a very gifted player.
Yeah, Danny did just win an event and chop 1 4-ways for first in the last couple events
Gotcha.
here. She's
All
been
right.
running hot. 1
Nice.
bullet on all of them, she told me. 1 bullet on
Wow.
all 3 events. So this is a great season for her.
Yeah, very much definition of run good in that scenario. Absolutely. So this is going to be a pretty interesting table. We got some pretty solid players on this table. Of course, the chip leader Mary, also Jamie with a Y, really solid player in her own right. I think this has been probably her 3rd final table that she's gotten to for the women's events here at Best Bet.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Debbie choosing to put her tournament life on the line
Yep,
here with ace-10 off. Under the gun +2.
Mary 9-6.
See what Kelly wakes up with here. Anything. It's a pretty small shove, so yeah, that's going to go in, I'm sure.
10-9 suited.
Yeah, she's definitely calling this one.
I played a little bit with Kelly. She's not afraid to mix it up, and this is just a really good hand to call off with. I mean, you're already in for 5K, and this is just less than a 5 big blind shove.
And usually you're not in terrible shape versus her shove range on the short stack. So usually we get like a 60-40 here. Unfortunately, you know, Debbie has the 10 covered, so we're not going to get that. But she is still suited, connected, and creative. So.
Yep, plenty of cards, plenty of good flops for Kelly here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see what Seth puts out on the board.
I know what everyone else at the table is rooting for.
10-9 suited versus ace-10.
Flopping
She flops an
open-ended.
open-ender with a backdoor diamond draw. Can she get there?
Oh.
8 on the turn. And
Oh, my
break.
goodness.
So Debbie is going to double up, and she has been maneuvering that short stack. She's been waiting for a double up, and that is just great for Debbie.
Much needed double up for Debbie to give her a little bit more life here on this final table. Again, start off with 70 entries today for this women's event. Now down to our final 9. Curious to see who is going to take home the trophy this time around. For us, it was Heather that was the back-to-back champion. Unfortunately, Heather was not able to get to the final table this time around, but that does mean we will be crowning a new champion.
I did run into her on the floor. She said hello. Unfortunately, she did not make that final table for the 3rd time, but I'm sure she's rooting for everyone here.
I mean, to go back-to-back, to be honest, I mean, that's hard enough in itself, considering all the fields that she had to go through. So still quite the accomplishment. I know she's going to be around because we have plenty of other events coming up here, part of the World Poker Tour, including tomorrow the Celebrity Bounty event that's going to be taking place. This will be a lot of fun as well. All right, pocket 8s for Debbie. So she's just going to go ahead and put in the call under the gun here. Ace-10 suited for Shannon. See what she decides to make this.
Yeah, Shannon's in a weird spot here. One of the middling stacks. Doesn't want to tangle with any of the big stacks. And we got a lot of hands here. We got 8s, ace-10 suited, and Rachel with 9s. Sitting on 30 bigs. Does cover both players already involved in the pot. So kind of an interesting spot. I wouldn't hate a jam, but a fold's fine too.
Well, Shannon's not afraid to tango. She's going to raise it up with ace-10 suited. And it looks like she's probably going to go heads up with pocket 8s. I can't see Debbie folding here.
Coach does have a pair here with only 6 bigs, so.
I think she's good enough to get away from this. There's a limp and a raise, so that's a little bit stronger when there's a limp and a raise, and she does fold.
The under the gun limp is it's pretty strong, especially from a short stack, so.
Jamie going to go ahead and put in a call 7-6 suited. Now it's back to Debbie.
She has to call. She doesn't think Debbie's going to jam, and she's not going to, so.
Yeah, I felt like that was going to be an either or in that case. But she is going to go ahead and put in the call here. So here we are, 3 players, 44K in the middle. Let's go ahead and see the flop.
Oh,
no.
Ace. Wow.
What a flop. Jamie's got
my.
a flush draw. Debbie flops a set. Shannon has top 2 pair. We are going to see fireworks, guys.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, if this flop checks through, I'm going to lose my mind here, but it does look like a bet is coming.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
What do you do with Jamie's hand here? You have a gutter and a flush draw, and you have to continue, and Debbie's going to go all in, and Shannon might just come over the top.
And then Jamie's gonna have to fold.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. The problem here is you're going to get higher flush draws, run into higher straight and flush draws, so it's kind of hard to call off if these two get nutty. And I can see Jamie folding, but let's see what happens.
If Jamie can see the two hands, it'd be a snap call, but it's like a horrible spot here.
Yeah, I mean, because even though you do have the flush draw, it's a very small flush draw.
Right. Yeah, you can tell she don't like it. She already feels she's going to do a little math and see what she's getting here, but I do see a fold from Jamie. It's just too hard to call off here because there are a lot of XX hearts that are beating you.
Right.
And these ladies have not been getting out of line. And you know, when Debbie goes all in, we know that she has a strong range. She's been sitting at her table. So you don't want to be facing sets where hearts are no longer your out when the board pairs.
Yeah,
so.
Shannon has all the king jack, king queen of hearts, even like queen 10 of hearts. It's
Most
just
definitely.
Jamie just doesn't block any of the good hearts.
Right.
And yeah.
She's going to make the correct fold.
Yeah.
I believe this is it. She don't like it. Nobody likes folding that.
This is the only situation where she should call, and it's just so
that was
so brutal.
Yeah, you could tell that she was super frustrated. But now that she sees what she was up against,
now that she sees, I think she's kind of mad she didn't call.
Yeah, and then she's like, okay.
She's getting absolutely the right price at that point if she could see the hands, but it's easy to coach from the sideline. You know, I can't.
She turns it. But then she's got to fade. And she doesn't. She does not fade.
Ace 10 gonna. Oh, wow.
So ace 10 is going to beat pocket 8 as a flop set.
Seth is the cooler dealer, guys. That's so
gross.
brutal.
Oh, my goodness.
I gave also Debbie a lower full house.
Go and pat yourself on the back, Jamie. She's better than me. No, everyone's better than me. I would have been out of this tournament 10 times with half of these hands. This is unbelievable.
Wow. What a gross run out for that hand. But yeah, action flop that just kept everybody in. Hey, all right, Seth. I see you already. Well, that's the end of Debbie's run, but she is going to take home $730 for finishing in 9th place. So congrats to her on that.
Coach did make a jump with another small stack, so that's good for her.
And here's a look at the updated stacks. There you see the chip counts. Mary, Shannon, Jamie, all above 30 bigs. Rachel close, 29 bigs, but now it is Coach that is the short stack on the table right now.
It was a good lay down. I'm glad she didn't just flat there because I believe I would have a lot less.
So it looks like Rachel's going to raise up 9s under the gun here.
I think Kelly's hand really would have benefited from a squeeze there. The big suited king.
You know, I don't like a squeeze here just because Kelly's got a squeeze for her stack, and we don't have much fold equity. Under the gun range is going to be very strong, especially in this situation. So you're not going to get a lot of folds, and you're just going to run into bigger hands. I think that if she has a bigger stack, we can squeeze for a different sizing, but I don't really like the squeeze.
You're right, because a squeeze would be everything at that point.
Yeah, and then you're just, Rachel's under the gun. She hasn't been out of line yet. We haven't seen much from Rachel, but I don't think she's getting out of line under the gun there.
We do have a little bit of an action flop here. Kelly flop in second pair, and Danielle with a flush draw here. Bad flop for 9s with Rachel. Kelly not afraid. 2 aces means it's impossible someone else has one, right? It's 2 aces on the board.
Absolutely. She feels like she has the best hand. She has a backdoor nut flush draw, and she's going to take a stab, and it looks like Danny's going to go ahead and call off here with the Jack-6 of diamonds. So we know that she is not calling because she thinks she's ahead, but she's calling because she has the draw, and she's going to pill one and see what happens.
And there it is.
There it is. Woo! And I see her checking here. What would you do?
I mean, Kelly is definitely should be checking back this turn. It's interesting because if you're peeling with some bluffs in Danny's spot, you might want to start leading because that's an action-killing card for sure. So I wouldn't even hate a lead there because if you're peeling with a naked gutter, even, you can start bluffing that scare card for any hand. She does go a little big here. Oh no, 74 in the pot. She was like thirds, a little more than third, 40% pot here. Just a great sizing to target exactly what Kelly's holding, just a king.
I like the bet, and let's see if Kelly can make a good fold here. Danielle in such a small stack, betting that sizing, it looks really strong. So to me, it looks like the flusher or the ace. However, sometimes you just got to shrug call off. With Kelly's stack, I don't like it. I think I have to find a fold here.
Yeah, it's pretty strong to call a raise from the small blind as well, and then call a flop bet on there. I mean, you're holding a flush draw and an ace, and that's really it. I mean,
right,
especially with Danny's stack size. So it's 5 of diamonds, bad card for Kelly there on the turn. She made the right decision checking back, but gonna pay it off on the river.
Absolutely. I think the stack size that Danny's on and as played gives all the information that you need here. We don't like to fold 2 pairs, but you know she has better 2 pairs, all the kings.
Yeah,
She has all the king
Jack,
X's down
yep.
to 7s because the board's not going to play. So we're not losing. We're losing to most 2 pairs. We're losing to the flush and we're losing to the ace. And with this sizing and her only leaving a little bit back, she's never getting out of line. We don't have any bluffs on her stack size, so we just got to shrug fold this hand.
Yeah,
here.
Danny's never deep enough there to peel with like queen 10 with a queen of diamonds. So
Right.
it's just really, it's really just value. There's not, you can't find many bluffs there.
I thought about it.
And not to completely fault the call. I mean, it's so much tougher back there, but yeah, I definitely would have to try to find a fold there.
Star's better than me, guys. I'm an absolute station. So you see me on the table, you gotta request a transfer. Let's put it that way.
I'm going to go to your table from now on if you're that bad, but I kind of doubt it. I think that you're a good player. What's up, Janet? I see you. I miss you, girlfriend. She says, go, Jamie. Looks like Guy Turner's in here. I said hi earlier, but he also says, go, Jamie. Stephanie's rooting on for Danny. Let's go, Danny.
Coach all in here. And Mary just wakes up with it. Wow.
And she's going to snap a raise here. And it looks like Jamie's going to be in trouble. She's going to need three outs here if no other kings are dealt out. So now, oh wow, Jamie's got a decision here also. She wakes up with ace jack.
What do you think about Mary's sizing here with just clicking it back? I mean, it's so strong, and Jamie does get away from it pretty easily with the big stack being the one with 3-bet it. But do you like the 70,000, or is there like a Danny?
Oh
no.
Wow. You know what? Danny's so good. She can find this fold if anyone can. The click here by Mary will flag me as a player that we are sitting on a big hand. I would put jacks at the bottom of her range, and Danny is so good. She just,
that's a great fold.
She saw it for what it was, and she just was able to get rid of it. It sucks to fold 10s there, but she made the correct move.
Yeah, I mean, jacks is like, it's jacks plus ace king, ace queen suited, maybe even. I don't know. It's like you're next to act versus a jam from coach who's not that tight, so it's, or excuse me, not that loose. So it's gonna be a lot of strength for sure. That's not a pretty flop for king jack.
So coach is going to need one of 3 kings on this river or she is toast. And she doesn't get it. Very well played, Jamie, coach. And she's up at the top usually, isn't she?
Usually, and she, I mean, I probably gave her enough money in cash the last 5 months to pay in for 2 or 3 of these bullets, so I'm sure she'll be doing well. I'll see you down in St. Augustine, Coach. Congratulations on making the money. Making a little jump there, too, so good job, Coach, for playing that short stack well. You saw her fold a pair, you saw her fold an ace earlier, so she played well to make a jump, so good job, Coach.
Good job, coach. Very well played. Very good run. You know, something interesting about Mary, I just absolutely love her. She's a joy to sit with. She is just an amazing person. But she did mention that she had a great run before, and she was saying that it felt like God was blessing her to bless others, and that's just what she did. She blessed others with her winnings, and it looks like, you know, she's just getting that good karma, and even though she's a great player, she feels that something's helping her. So I thought that was really inspiring and really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. She's so nice. She's so sweet. I've always talked to her in between the streams. I dealt the last ladies tournament where she did have a big stack at one point. I think did she get like second or third last year? She was up there.
I feel like
sure.
she might have got. Yeah, you're right. It was second or third.
Yeah, she was playing there with Heather.
Heather won. Yeah, so I think she was heads up with Heather.
But yeah, it's always a pleasure having her in the room. She's such a nice lady. So props to her. Congratulations on your chip lead. I hope you run good, and hope you run good in other events too. As we're coming up at a close on this exciting event, we do have a lot more coming up. Tomorrow we have that Celebrity Mystery Bounty, and then we have the main event this weekend, $5,000 buy-in. We had a lot of satellites. If you got a chance to get a ticket there, I know Josh, someone who's played on the stream before, I was dealing to him when he got a ticket, so good for him. And it's exciting. And we have a kind of a pair for both players here. Rachel did elect to defend her big blind with the 8-5 off versus an almost min click. And once you defend the 8-5 and you flop a pair, it's kind of hard to let it go.
Yep, she's going to pill one here. She also has some backdoors, so let's see what happens on the turn. And
that's a good card for her to see.
That is a very good card. This is also a card that she could rep as far as like a check raise, and Jamie would have to fold. I like a check raise here, but Jamie does a good move behind by checking back.
It's a good river for Rachel to bluff at with a big blind defend range here, but she's just gonna have to give it up.
And she's going to lose this hand.
Yeah, versus that big stack, it's hard to fire into.
I like when the straight out comes for me in the big blind, so I'm definitely going to try to take over here. I feel like Jamie might have some type of 9 or some type of 8, and most 8s beat us, so I definitely try to get her to fold some better 8s and some better pairs.
Yeah, and that range, that turn card, I mean, Jamie knows that just absolutely crushes all that big blind defend range, even peeling with like double backdoor flush draw, straight draw. So it's like a really good check back to not get blown off your equity, because then that lead, it's hard to lead that river when you don't put in money on the turn. Jeremy says, hate to see Coach go. Sat by her for a session one day. Super pleasant lady. Absolutely. There's no one I'd rather lose to than Coach. So glad you got to meet her and glad you got to see her on stream.
Well, I'm very happy that my chips went to Coach earlier. I had to jam ace-10 offsuit with 9 big blinds. She woke up with jacks, so I'm glad.
Kelly all in here. Ace-5 suited. Jamie just ditches that king-10 quickly with a bunch of players left to act. Good choice. Closing the action, it's a snap, but 6 players behind you. Can't do much.
I know I should battle with you since we're both short, but this is just such a crap game.
That's my lucky hand, Rebecca. Don't say that.
7-4.
4-7. The movie 47 Ronin. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Not a great movie, but it had my name in it, so I have to like it. 4-7 suited is my lucky hand. If I say I have it, I really do. Don't bluff me. Can't fold.
I like 7-4 suited. It's creative.
Not in tournaments, but in cash, I love it. Cash, or I can reload after busting, you know? That's a big pot for Kelly to pick up there. She was only sitting on 5 blinds, and she's under the gun now. So this is that was a really good pickup for her, getting 2.5 blinds.
Yep, she got her suited 8 just in time.
Yeah, just in time. Now that you've made 2 jumps, if you're sitting on 5 bigs, what do you, when you're under the gun, what's the minimum that you're jamming? I don't know, because you've already made 2 jumps. You only have 5 bigs.
5 bigs, I'm getting it in with anything creative here.
Yep.
We got to get it in. We're about to have both big blinds in,
Yep.
and so that's going to chop us down to 3 big blinds.
I'm like
the jumps aren't that great right now.
7-6 suited plus is what I'm
Yes.
looking at, really, because it's
Yes.
with that big blind Annie, and it's just you need to start getting it in. But that was a great move by Kelly, getting it in there, and gonna play patient now as these blinds are gonna travel slowly around the table.
Yeah, any ace is a slam dunk. I'm not even looking at my other card if the first one
Yeah.
comes ace.
Absolutely.
And it looks strong, especially if the table's not all completely paying attention and they don't realize that you're sitting on 5 big blinds. They can fold a lot of weird aces, like a small blind, fold to ace 3, stuff like that. You can get 6-7 suited
You
through
can
there.
definitely get that through for sure.
I was
So
in it too. Like, you were in it? That's why you're looking over here. You were in it? No. So Danny, you.
it's kind of interesting. A lot of players sitting on 20 bigs plus here, so everyone's gonna be kind of waiting Kelly out right now.
100 or something. Hang on. Booby.
And if I'm Jamie if I'm Jamie or Mary here, when this button comes around to me, I'm gonna be very, very wide in my opening. All in from Kelly. Yep. Blind on blind with an ace.
Mary's doing her lucky rub. Let's see if she makes. Oh, we already see it. She has jack eight. Yeah, she knows she's going to be live a lot of the time here, so she's just got a 60-40, or close, 62-38,
And a ton of chips to play with too, really. I mean, you're sitting on 55 bigs, blind on blind. You have a Broadway card. She does. Both players flop a pair, but still pretty live. That is a good card for her to see. And that's a better card. Kelly is gone. Kelly.
And Mary goes runner, boat to bump Kelly in
7th place, I believe. 7th place for Kelly. One of our room's favorites as well. Plays a lot of tournaments. She got unlucky with her seat draw. She had 2 big stacks on either side of her, and wasn't that deep to start, starting with just about average stack. She was talking to me about it before, but she did play well. Made the 2 jumps she needed to make almost $1,000. So good job on her.
And she's smiling all the way out. Great job, Kelly. You played amazing. You should be smiling because you did very well.
Absolutely, and Mary is just adding on to that. 2 players eliminated. Was that 2 or 3 players she eliminated? 3? Oh, no. Seat 1 did eliminate Debbie. So Mary has eliminated 2 players on the final table. And I think it was Shannon eliminated Debbie with that ace-10 in pocket 8's hand. So this is shaping up to be some action. But stacks are getting deeper besides our short stack here.
It looks like we got lots of fans for Danny. Let's go, Danny. She's a beast. Let's LFG, Danny C.
Yeah, she was going to do it.
Danielle has this in the bag. Should have gave her one of my moon rocks. Says Forsaken Zombie. Yep. Danny is one of my good friends. She is a great player, and she absolutely deserves to win. She works hard.
Rebecca all in here for a very short stack, and Rachel did elect to open up that Jack-10 offsuit in the hijack, which once you open, yeah, you know it's going to be a pretty strong shove there from the short stack. So I think it's a good fold. Anything a click better than Jack-10 off, I think you're forced to call, but I don't even hate an open and a fold there because it's going to be so strong, right?
Absolutely, and Rebecca hasn't played a hand or shoved a hand. You know, she's been card dead, but we definitely know that's a strong range that she's jamming, and Jack-10 just isn't a call off there.
No, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, definitely. Are we seeing it? Are they seeing us now? They should be. It's on. Because this is a 30-minute.
The beautiful Sweet Joy is in chat. She says, Mary always does great with any jack in her hand. They love her. So apparently Mary is lucky with jacks, as we saw. Dex says Danny is going to book another win in this game. Watch, and he put a little rock.
Jamie electing just to complete with the Queen-10 off blind on blind. Is that an open for you, considering that Danielle's a little deep still, or are you just completing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
30 big blinds, I'm coming in raising with the Queen-10.
Danielle just lops
And
the
that's
stones.
why.
That's why.
That's why we raised Queen-10, because a lot of her range is just going to fold. We don't want her to see free flops and do exactly
Just
this.
flop it. And Jamie gonna fast play it, knowing that that Jamie can have a lot of suited cards, maybe even like offsuit ace rag hands that might just complete. So this is I don't hate the lead there because you're unblocking everything. You're only blocking one spade and unblocking all pairs. So I don't hate the lead. Some people say check the nuts. I don't check the nuts, guys.
I checked the nuts there. I'm sorry. I have to disagree. I'm definitely going to try to get Jamie to to fire the turn. I want to get a little bit in the pot. Jamie's just not going to connect to this board very often.
That's true.
And she's not going to get very froggy. She didn't even float queen 10, so
Yeah.
I would definitely try to give her some rope there with the nut.
Yeah, you kind of have. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just so greedy, guys. I don't know what to say. I can't control myself sometimes.
I mean, again, that's why we brought in the expert.
We brought in the expert, absolutely. When I have those big hands unblocking all the pairs, it's just so hard for me to check it back. But you're absolutely right. I mean, she has so much stuff that she completes, like 9, 10 off, 8, like so many hands that don't connect, that can't continue. So.
And then she has so many overcards to the board that will connect on the turn. So
Yeah.
if we get a queen or a 10, she's going to lead that.
Absolutely.
And we just kind of want to get some money in
Of
there.
course.
She's not going to connect with that flop and make a pair 20% of the time. So we just kind of want to give her a little bit of rope, give her a little bit of a free card to get her to see that.
A couple pairs here.
Ooh, battle of low
Jamie
pocket
did
pairs.
open the deuces on the button. Shannon defends her big. Both players with some backdoor equity, but boards with a hammerlock for now. But I expect Jamie to continue on an ace-high board, but she doesn't.
Ooh. The ace high is the perfect board for us to rep.
Yeah.
I'm always continuing an ace here. Not sure, maybe she thinks Shannon's a little on the tighter side and she may have the ace there, but now she's going to go ahead and try to rep this board, which I guess she could get deceptive with the heart draw sometimes, but it won't matter because Shannon doesn't have much. She just has a third pair and she's going to go ahead and fold with no heart.
There's some merit to the fact that Shannon and Jamie are both deep. Like Shannon has 34 bigs, and to start the hand they both had 35 and, or excuse me, like 30, 38 and 40 bigs. So it's maybe just playing it a little safe there on the ace high board, but I would have loved to see a bet on that flop. I would have taken it down for sure. It's going to take it down most of the time, regardless of whatever they're holding in the big blind there. Ooh, Rebecca picking up ace king under the gun with 12 bigs.
Well, I definitely expect this to go in. But she may get fancy
I was
and
about to
open
say,
small.
yeah.
No, she's going to go ahead and shove.
I've been toying with a little bit of that when I'm sitting on like 10 bigs, 11 bigs, 9 bigs, getting premiums and just clicking them and seeing if people are going to try to squeeze me out of that equity, which allows me to do it with weaker hands too, under the gun. But
I like a click with maybe aces, kings, queens if you don't want to push out the equity. But with ace, king, we're still on just a drawing hand. And with her stack, she's picking up so much that's already in the pot. I would definitely just shove here like she did. I like her move. Good job. Nice hand, Rebecca.
it's a great way. I mean, can never be wrong shoving 14 bigs with ace king, you know? Just.
It's Lisa.
And with her being the shortest stack and really the only short stack right now, it's anytime you can just shove, it's a lot better.
Right. And then what happens when the big blind defends your ace king to a min click and it comes 4, 5, 6?
Of course.
And now they're leading at you and you have ace king. You just have to fold when you could have just picked up, 2.5 big blinds and called it a wrap.
I just want to make sure Tina could see that hand before I did.
And you also want to get called off by bad aces and just get it in there and
Absolutely.
hopefully fade and get the double up.
We've been seeing a lot of bad aces folding today too, so it's, I mean, you're folding out good equity always, so it's a great shove, obviously. Yep, Rachel all in with the 9s. That's a pretty big shove. Not like bad shove, I'm just saying I don't think I could call up with the king 9 there.
No, I don't see Shannon calling. She does make the fold and
yeah, 17 big blind shove, 16 big blind shove is pretty big.
Blinds go up.
Blinds are up.
Yeah, so now they are going to be 6,000 ante, 3,000 small, 6,000 big. The jump in the blind levels now. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching this women's final table, women's championship, part of the World Poker Tour. Again, don't forget tomorrow's Celebrity Bounty event that's going to be here on Best Bet Live. Feature to final. We'll get that going around 4:30 tomorrow.
I'll be dealing, so will Trey. Jamie ran really good with the seat draw. She had Kelly on her immediate right, who's an aggressive player. She has Mary, the chip leader, 2 seats to her right. The only bad thing is having Danny in position of who's a great player, but honestly, a really good seat draw from her. So this is She's in a good spot. Shannon just electing to flat the ace-jack suited versus Danny's hijack open here. Danny hasn't been getting too out of line that we've seen, so I don't hate it.
Rebecca here, pocket eights in the small blind.
I think we're going to see a shove. What do you guys think?
I mean, 10 bigs left.
You got a pair, and there's action ahead of you, and
Yeah.
it's going to be hard for Shannon, or excuse me, Danielle to call off with just action behind her still.
No family pot.
Rebecca just selecting a call here. There's not many flops you want to see with eights, though, so.
Yes, it does.
I like a shove in Rebecca's spot, but she's going to elect to take it a little bit passively and see if she gets a flop.
Yeah.
That's a very action flop. Top two,
Very
or
much
two
so.
pair, excuse me, for Shannon and Danny just flopping
Danny
the stones.
flopped the stone.
Yeah, Broadway,
Oh my
all
God.
the way.
With the
for
betting lead
Danielle.
on an ace-high rainbow board. Oh, no. See, that's what I like to see, Danny. Fast playing the nuts. I love it. Unblocking all the pairs in a big pot. Come on, Danny. That's why we do it.
She got your ESP.
It's funny.
Yep, and Shannon all in with a two pair.
Wow.
Yep. That's where you go.
Definitely a cooler. Turns clubs. And it's a brick on the river.
Oh,
So
and
two
the
pair and a
eight
club draw.
comes.
Faded the last club.
That's sick.
So
No check,
Rebecca
Dex.
would have got the set on the river if she bet she was dead.
Dex. I know it's a single race pot, but seat one, Shannon's been very tight all day, and so when she flats it open with players left to act, she's got a pretty strong range. And if you're unblocking everything, I love to see a bet in these pots here, especially multi-way, because someone's gonna have an ace, you know. Shannon's not that short, but there's a short stack who called out of the small blind. They have an ace a lot of the time, and they're gonna have to be married to that hand. So it allows you to size up too, unblocking everything. Well, not unblocking the combo draws. Danielle does hold the 10 of clubs, but Danielle did run well there. Shannon having flop two pair, so.
Just like that, Danielle off that hand joins the 300K club as far as her chip stack is concerned, along with Mary. In fact, here is the updated chip counts now. And you see it, 344 now. Danielle is your chip leader. Mary, though, only 4 bigs behind, 323. Jamie, 38. Now it's Rebecca, who's been basically in survivor mode, laddering up as much as she can on this final table as far as this women's event goes. And then here's a look at the payouts where they're at. Shannon is going to be taking home $1,243 for 6th place money. So now 5th place, $1,637. Again, they are all playing, though, for that first place payout of $7,103. But, yeah, eesh. Boy, we've seen some nasty runouts and some nasty hands on this final table.
It's interesting to see what we got. We got to see the duality of playing the nuts, because what Star was talking about earlier when Danny flopped the nuts blind on blind in a limped pot, she was absolutely correct. Jamie wasn't supposed to connect with that board, and she bet and got the fold from when she flopped the nuts. But in that pot, in that configuration, she's unblocking everything where there's somebody supposed to have an ace, and one of them is a short stack. So fast playing there is just so good. So it's just really cool to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the bet there because you're absolutely right. The flatter range is so big, and it's got a lot of big pairs with a lot of draws here on that board.
I think we just saw blind on blind. Mary opened and Jamie folded ace 10. She must have opened pretty big. I didn't quite catch the sizing there, but Jamie just, maybe her spidey senses were tingling there, but that was an incredible fold from Jamie blind on blind. Maybe doesn't want to tango with one of the chip leaders, but that was an incredible fold.
Do 6 off.
Uh-oh, new chip leader.
Danny, I like a challenge. I like a challenge.
I know. Definitely a challenge for me too. Just hopefully it is.
But as hard as you're running, I'm not even gonna try. Well, you say that's a lot.
I was gonna say you ain't quitting.
Raise.
Raise 2.
And Mary, after getting kings in the small blind, picks up ace king on the button. She did show the kings, so they're not going to be too curious. But she elects to raise 4x on the button to 24,000.
Fold.
I'd like a little bit smaller opens with these hands because we don't want to push out, you know, the worst hands. You know, we saw Jamie was able to easily fold ace-10 because of the sizing.
Yeah, Danny does ditch my lucky hand, but she definitely would have won that pot. So
7-4 suited.
and she does show again. Mary's very nice, always fun to have at the table. She does show a lot, so it's she's giving away a little information there, letting them know. Don't call me too late, guys. I always have it.
If she would have hit, I'd have been like, good hand.
It'll be 4-7 ace.
I'd have been like,
4-7 king.
I'd have been like, good hand.
Across the table.
Good hand. Like I stumped my toe. I'm so proud of you.
Fold 3.
Mary picking up another playable hand here. King Jack offsuit in the cutoff. She's definitely going to open this. This is 3 opens in a row, and she did show she had the goods the last couple times, but she did size down here with the King Jack. Might be a little indicative of the strength of her hand, and players might pick up on that. But folds all the way through to Rachel, who does have a pair with 15 bigs. She's going to let it go, yeah.
Button is good.
Folding a pair might seem tight, but you do have a small stack that's going to be in the big blind directly on your left. It's almost a free ladder in so many situations, so you don't want to punt off before you can make a nice little jump. And the jumps are getting bigger, just to remind you guys. I'll go ahead and pull up the graphics real quick after this hand to see the payouts and see the big blinds again. Mary, first hand she's not going to open in a while. 7-3 offsuit here.
I know, so this will probably be dead. Let's just look.
She might have just broke it. Saying something.
No, I told you.
It wheels up.
I told you.
Fold, fold.
Yeah, Luke Cox 11 minutes ago said that what a sun run Danny has been on this week, and absolutely, she's won 2 events, and she's final table in this one with a big chip lead right now. So this is so exciting and so good for her. She's great. I just met her for the first time today, and she's so nice. So this is, I know Star's rooting for her too, so this is going to be exciting. We have a bunch of wonderful ladies here, all in from Rebecca here with the King 4 offsuit after Rachel opened blind on blind, and she tried to put the pressure on, but maybe Rebecca knows something we don't.
You got more than 220, right?
That was definitely an impressive shove, shoving the King 4 off blind on blind versus an open, but it was right, and she's going to generate a fold sometimes there, so it's impressive.
5s were higher.
Speaking of which,
Look, I don't need to be in a recession. Don't make me short stack.
well, don't show me either. I need
I
6,000.
know. Oh!
Raise 16,000. Fold.
Don't do that to me.
So I just wanted to thank you guys again for having me. I do have to go, unfortunately. I want to stay to the end to root everyone on. I hope that, I wish all the ladies could win, but I'm definitely rooting for Danny. She's my good friend. Let's go, Danny. Love Mary. And thank you, ladies, for putting on a great game. Thank you, Best Bet, for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you, Star. Thank you so much for dropping by. Make sure to check out that ladies event they're running one more time. What was the name of the club you guys have?
So we're running it at Club Jack, which is a new club. It's amazing. We have live streams every weekend. We also have a ladies event that the owner gave me free range to set up for the ladies. So we hooked everyone up. We're doing 50K starting stack, 30-minute levels, all the in-betweens, feature table, and then coverage of the final table. So it's going to be a blast. It's going to be the best tournament structure that we have had for ladies. So I hope to see you all there. And much love always. Peace.
Thanks again, Star, for dropping by, and she's going to be checking out for the rest of the night. So it's just going to be Country and I for the rest of the night. Hopefully we can provide an adequate commentary for you all. Very exciting. We're down to 5 players left here. 5 players left on the final table. Jamie did just lay down a pair to a shove there, and it was a close spot. She did shove ace-7 suited, perfectly fair fight, and I think it's a good fold. Jamie doesn't want to start getting rid of these chips while she's got them all in here from Rebecca. 10-9 suited on the button. She's letting the reins loose a little bit. We just saw the king 4 shove, and now we're seeing the open shove on the button. Let's see what Jamie wakes up with here. And it's nothing. Queen 8 off, and it's going to get it through. Rebecca chipping up in a big way. Yeah, Joy absolutely loves seeing Star in the box. One of my first times listening to Best Bet live, actually, I'm pretty sure she was in the box. This is not her first time, not her first go-around, and it's lovely to have her. So thanks again to Star, and thanks for tuning in, Joy. Rachel sitting on 18 bigs here. Ace 7 suited under the gun. These are the spots I don't envy. You got a short stack on your left. You got a very playable hand, but you're going to have to let it go because of this ICM pressure here. And Mary waking up with an ace on the button. Great question, Dex. When is Brad's meetup game at Best Bet Jacks? For those of you who don't know, Brad Owen and Andrew Nemi, both WPT ambassadors, are going to be in town. They actually just touched down in Jacksonville. I follow them both on Instagram. They will be here Thursday. If you signed up for that meetup game, it's a 3-5 no limit hold'em meetup game, and they're going to be here 2 o'clock on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday. If you're on the list already, make sure to be here at like 1:15. There's going to be a lot of, we're going to be calling that game down early, setting up the stream. So that's Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, November 9th, okay? Good luck. Hope you all have a wonderful, run good time at that meetup game. Hope I see you there, Dex. Wow, Jamie's gonna lead the flop here, and Mary with that just the naked ace of hearts, picking up on some weakness here from Jamie. That's a board that does typically. I'll send a bill for the producing show. Yeah, absolutely, Dex. Haha. Come on down, run good. Brado and Andrew Nemi, big names in the poker world, poker vlogging world especially, will be here. They also will be playing the. Yeah, it's great watching Danny win. She's awesome, Dex. Brad Owen and Andrew Nemi are also celebrity bounties for the tournament tomorrow. There's a tournament going on, a celebrity bounty event. The stream will be starting at about 4:30. I'll be dealing that one. And it's super exciting to see. We got our own Kelly Jo is going to be a celebrity bounty as well. Looking forward to that. And Rebecca under the gun here. King Jack offsuit, sitting on 12 big blinds. It's going to be an all-in, she says, all-in. And let's see if anyone can pick up any calling hands. Mary, holy cow. You saw her click back the jacks earlier, but this is a bigger shove, so I wonder what she's going to do. She's sitting on a ton of chips, so she definitely is going to be putting more chips in the middle, but I wonder if she's going to raise or not. Go Dan. We have so many Danielle fans in the chat, Dan. Welcome to the party. Everyone's rooting for her. Hope she sent out like a mass text to everyone to come tune in. You what? She cooled off someone earlier and sitting on, I think, the chip lead still, so this is exciting. But Mary sitting in a great spot here, but a lot of players left to act, so she might be just calling. Let's go, Mary, says Ryan. If she can make this call and no one else is in there, she's in great shape to pick up another chunk of chips. Ryan, you asked, is this women's league? So this is our women's ladies event for the WPT, and it's really exciting. I've gotten to work this tournament a lot, whether it was a WPT card player tour. I got to see a lot of the ladies events, so it's something that I've gotten to do a lot, and it is just a ladies event, and no one else wakes up with a hand, and ace-10 is ahead, king-jack all in and at risk. This is for the last pay was $1,200, I think, so this is a good little jump for her. And there's a queen, deuce, deuce. Not a lot of help for king jack. I need some help. Only a king or a jack, and ace-10 is going to take it down. Mary with her third elimination on the final table. Mary is just crushing this. Danny, Mary, everyone's been playing great. And Jamie, who had second in chips coming into this, hasn't really been able to pick up any hands, and watching her opponent stack people around her. So this is very exciting. Down to 4. Ryan, you got to go up and pull up that pay. Yep, Rebecca is out with $1,600. And fourth place is already getting 22, so congratulations to all the ladies who've made it this far. First place, though, $7,100. We really want that.
And Rachel down to 16 bigs, and Mary with a staggering 81 big blinds. This is incredible. She's been on a tear, and she always plays great on these final tables, on our feature tables. So this is just exciting to watch.
We also know how much of a crusher Mary is in the tournament field as well.
Blind on blind, Rachel here with ace queen. All in for 15 bigs. Now let's see what Mary wakes up with. The dirty diaper. I don't think she can continue.
Don't think she's going to continue with that one. And she did show as well.
Good.
Again, guys, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching. Again, thanks to Star Valdez for hanging out with us a little bit, doing some commentary. But her and her friend group are on their way to get some food. So they're going to call it a night. Might see them tomorrow, though, for the Celebrity Bounty event.
If Doc was here,
Which, again, is going to be fun. Lots of awesome personalities. It's going to be part of the Celebrity Bounty event. We'll have that feature table going at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I've dealt with Star a few times, last year's ladies event and more, but it was really nice to meet her and talk to her a lot. She's super knowledgeable, great player.
And she's such a sweetheart of a personality,
yeah,
too.
absolutely. Just like wonderful, pleasant person to talk to. We're giving Jamie a walk. Oh my goodness.
Was my kicker bigger?
No. I should have shown it to you.
The buy-in for this tournament for the women's event was $400 today, Ryan. $400 buy-in for the ladies here.
70 entrants. Pretty good field. Strong. We got 4 good players here at the end.
Yeah, really. I mean, honestly, really, any of these players could potentially take it.
Rachel just needs a good double up, and she'll be right back in it.
Well, which is possible considering what Theo and Seth has been
they've been
dishing
dealing
out
these
as far
coolers.
as hands. Yeah. But yeah, guys, again, talking about that Celebrity Bounty event, Brad Owen, Andrew Nemi, Ivy, and Tugba are going to be bounties from WPT. And then also some other celebrity bounties is going to be part of the field as well. Alec Torelli, Blake Bone, Don E., one of our locals, Eddie Marskowski, one of our locals, Jeff Prosser, Kelly Joe, Kelly Slay, and Kit Kat.
Kelly Joe's my horse, Ryan. Give me 10-1. Love seeing Tournament Crusher Kelly Joe in here. Mary taking advantage of that stack size. Going to bump it up with the 10-8 suited.
Yeah, considering she's got quite a lead as far as where she is at big blind wise here.
She
let it go.
She just has the biggest green light right now to open.
Oh, 100%.
Open that button.
100%. Like every option with what she wants to do is available to her, especially since we're four-handed now.
Yeah, four-handed poker is hard to play because any 2 cards look good on the button, but Mary's just going to keep on pummeling them if she can. So yeah, Mary eliminated 3 people off the final table.
Wow.
Or it might be 4, honestly. She's been running like lightning.
It's almost like Dan from our first event.
Oh, yeah.
Final table when he was just absolutely just eliminating everybody left and right.
I just went blank for a minute. I apologize. I was seeing my own head.
Jamie here picking up an ace-queen offsuit.
Yeah, that's a raising hand.
15 piece on the button.
Yep, on the button.
And she's been kind of quiet, so maybe if someone gets something playable, they can play back, but
it doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it. Rachel being the short stack, going to let it go. And that's always a good pot to win, but these blinds are going to be moving quickly.
Especially with the next level being 4,000 small, 8,000 big, 8,000 big blind Annie.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
Yeah, it is a pretty substantial jump considering, you know, the stacks as far as chip counts go for the ladies that's here on the final table. Also, guys, this one, don't forget, just a reminder as well, November 9th, that's Thursday, meetup game. Brad Owen, Andrew Nemi. Playing some 3-5 no limit hold'em. We'll have a feature live stream table.
Ooh, Danny with queens.
Yeah, I'll tell you more about it in a second here because we know Danielle is going to bump this up.
Raise to 15,000?
15. I love the sizing.
Yeah.
Four-handed. You're going to have to size up a little bit because you're going to need to fold out more. And Mary with a very playable hand in the blind here.
Yeah, 4 trays suited, very much so. A hand that you can play here. She is going to put in the call. Wants to see a flop. Let's go ahead and see a heads up here.
And she does catch a piece, Mary does.
Does catch a 4 on the flop.
Danny not holding the queen of hearts here, so she's going to have to play this a little bit quicker, unblocking those flush draws. And Mary does have a piece of it, so I think she'll have to feel forced to continue.
Yeah, well, we know Danielle is not one to slow play. She is kept the foot on the gas pedal for this table for sure. And yeah, even though it's a very small chunk that Mary
hold
had.
on.
Whoa.
Mary going to bump it up on a board that does favor her big blind defend range, but hoping that Danny has ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack, any ace really, but
He's up to 35K for Mary.
it's strong. It's just a click back on the flop. It doesn't seem like you're trying to bluff.
Feel like you're definitely saying you got to draw some type out there.
Ole Miss fan rooting for Jamie in the chat. Yeah, I am too. Jamie's one of my favorites to deal to. Great tournament player.
Jamie, also from my old stomping grounds in Pensacola.
Okay, Pensacola. Oh, is this we gonna see a 3-bet here?
Well, like I said, Danielle does not like the slow play, so she's like, all right, I'm gonna really test you here, especially since you are
Two
the
big
chip
stats
leader.
tangoing, yeah.
Yep, she
There it is.
Put in the re-raise, the 3-bet.
70,000?
70,000, the 3-bet from Danielle.
A 3-bet on this flop is interesting because while you have a very, very strong hand in queens, Mary just has a lot of sets, a lot of 2-pair, maybe flush draws that like 4 or 5, a lot of flush draws that she could fold out a lot of these hands with good equity. But oh my goodness,
We played some poker.
this is poker right here.
Yeah. Playing some poker.
Wow. Mary does call a 3-bet on the flop with bottom pair, maybe with some bad intentions on turn cards to scare.
Jamie's like,
Jamie's gonna go get another drink, I think.
yeah, she's like, I'm gonna go enjoy myself a little bit.
10 of diamonds on the turn. Pair's the top card. Really, really bad card for Danielle to see here. Really bad card. Mary has so many 10s, and I think Mary is not betting for value here, guys.
No.
I think she is bluffing what she now thinks is an overpair. That's a sick bet. That is awesome.
Wow, Mary.
Danielle knows that Mary would raise a top pair on the flop and definitely call a 3-bet, and now Mary just leads a card that's supposed to be way better for her, and this is sick. And Mary goes small. Mary goes 70,000, and that's gonna bring a call. So maybe we're gonna see a jam here, but it's only half pot. Danielle only has half pot behind. Unless we see like a sick card like the Ace of Hearts, I don't think Danielle can fold anything after committing this many chips. That's an Ace of Diamonds. Oh. That's a bad card for Danielle to see. Ace high flush draw now beats her. A 10 already had her beat. Oh, she goes small again.
Oh, she's making this look like very much like a value bet.
That's sick. That's too small for Danielle.
Too small. Yeah.
Yeah, call. Yeah, you just have to struggle. It's 70,000. I mean, you just you got to go for the throat there if you're gonna do it. But
I didn't like the ace on there. Wow.
That's a great call from Danielle.
Mary, I kind of felt like there was a little bit of a stare out of those glasses from Mary.
Good.
The ace,
Like-
and at that point, I can't even fold them out.
70,000. Yeah, I think you got to go for it all there, and you can get a fold. But that was a crazy hand just now. Mary, props to Mary for going for it. But
Wow. Man, Danielle is really showing why she's done really well in these events lately. And now, I think with that, she's definitely the chip leader now.
Yeah, she doubles anyone else. She's 80 bigs. This is a crazy pot for her to win. Four-handed, so hard to lay those big pairs down too.
Kind of effectively a jam might have been the only option there.
Yeah, with the stack size, it's weird because when Danny puts in 75,000 on that flop, she's saying I'm committed to this hand, and the two worst cards in the deck came out for her, and she still called off the 70,000 turn, 70,000 river. So it's very interesting.
So now we're Mary and Jamie heads up here. It looks like the pair of fours, as well as the eights for Jamie is what's in the lead here. And Jamie's going to go ahead and fire out a bet after Mary checked it over to her here on the turn.
In position with a pair. Hard to make a pair, so gonna have to bet it while you can. And Jamie chipping up a little bit, and it's kind of a big spot here. The closer she can get to Mary's stack, the better chance she has at making a big pot against her. Because right now, she only has like a 2/3, I think, of what Mary has. Maybe like 3/5. So this is an interesting spot. I love these tournament final tables. It's so much poker being played.
One of our favorites in the Facebook chat. What's up, Shauna? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Sick play by Mary, but yeah.
Yeah, I think you just got to go for it if you're going to go for it there. Same bet on the turn. You're pricing everything in at that point. The only thing you can bluff out is missed hearts. And the ace high and the ace out there means the ace high hearts get there. And Jamie with a hand here.
Let's see what she decides to make it.
Sizing up a little more than her button, 17,000. Yeah, all in I think might have got the job done there. Putting someone to the test for their tournament life is often going to be what you have to do in these final table situations. It was the worst card in the deck for Danny to see on the river, but she can't fold for what ended up being like 1/5 pot, 20%. So no matter how strong it looks. Yep, that's correct. Buy-in was 400, Joy. 70 entrants, 7,100 for first place. And we have blind on blind action here.
Danielle here, small blind.
Danny with a small stack to her left knows she can get a lot of folds here. And a king is a strong hand here.
Raise 20,000.
20,000. Yep, gonna 3.2. It's the standard size blind on blind here, and Rachel just handcuffed to so many folds.
Button is good.
Good guys, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching. Also, if you're in the room, there are some people from the World Poker Tour that is here promoting the Voyage, which is their WPT cruise, March 31st through April 6th, porting out of South Florida. You can book a reservation here, or you can book it on the World Poker Tour's website. Make sure you use promo code BESTBET either way to get yourself a free $100 bar tab.
If you do book it here before WPT leaves, there's a lot of other bonuses. I was talking to her out there, so go ahead and if you're in the room, go ahead and drop by.
Yep.
Good.
You're gonna find out that information all just by being here. In the WPT Voyage, the WPT Cruise, again, porting out of South Florida, March 31st through April 6th. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
What's up, Jesse? Good to see you in the chat, brother.
Oh, the boss is in.
Yep.
We gotta be on our P's and Q's, guys. Boss man is in the chat.
James Delta Sicko to keep Mary in. Good to see she's in. Yeah, she's not only in, she's thriving. She's crushing. So many Danny fans in the chat. Hard to keep count.
Yeah, it's definitely the chat favorite for sure.
Mary picking up some garbage here, blind on blind. Gonna complete still.
Call.
Four-handed, it's just hard to fold anything, and that's a pretty good, interesting flop. Neither player with a diamond. Mary turns trips here
Trips.
on a very connected board. She's gonna lead out. Jamie gonna have to call, I think. Yeah.
Call.
And that's a brick of bricks.
Yeah, as I say, complete blank.
Call.
And
Yeah.
Jamie gonna call it off.
Produces.
And Jamie's like, yeah, you weren't ever gonna peg Mary to have deuces there.
Yeah, interesting. We saw Mary give Jamie a walk earlier, but as her stack got shorter, I think she's getting a little more stubborn, which is good. I mean, she has to play more hands to get more chips. So I like the. I don't hate the complete thing.
8,000 now, ladies.
All right, so the blinds are up now. 80,000 or 8,000 big blind Annie, 4,000 small, 8,000 big. We're keeping it going. Again, these ladies are playing for the first place prize of $7,103 plus that coveted trophy.
I just want to give a shout out to Country real quick. He's been in the booth. You guys have heard him, but you also did not see the behind the scenes of him getting everything ready, preparing the final table, getting all the cameras ready before he got here all by himself. So thank you, Ryan, for making this possible.
I do nothing.
No, don't try to be humble now.
I'm just here.
Mary can open up the nines here, 23K.
Yes.
Smaller sizings. We saw her open Ace King 4X earlier. We saw her open Kings pretty big, blind on blind. And then she sized down with a worse hand, but the nines is very strong, opens it smaller. So I like what she's doing. She's keeping them on their toes, you know?
got Seth getting ready to hop into the box here. Go ahead and show real quick where everyone is stack-wise as far as your chip counts are concerned. Yeah, 64 bigs for Danielle, 38 for Mary, 18 for Jamie. Rachel, man, she's been hanging tough. She has been under 10 bigs for probably the past 30 minutes or even more, but she's been hanging on, hanging tough.
Trying to make a ladder, and I love it. I love to see it. She's been making good folds where I would normally get impatient, so shout out to her. Mary picking up another good hand, Queen 10 suited, four-handed. Looks like kings to me four-handed, but we'll see how she plays this one. Just gonna call 8K. And allowing Rachel here with a short stack to potentially see a free flop, but no, it's all in with the same hand. She's gonna get a fold probably. Mary having limped, allowing Rachel to shove here. Same, both suited. 71,000, good for like 8 bigs here, 9 bigs. This is. I think Mary's gonna let this one go. Rachel's been pretty quiet. They haven't seen a lot of her cards. It's pretty strong considering that Rachel could have checked and seen a free flop, so Queen 10's got to be like close to the bottom of Rachel's jamming range here, but I like the jam too because Mary could be limping with a lot of small pairs, deuces through sixes, maybe sevens as well. So this is cool. She can fold out a lot of equity, and at this point she can fold out a chop, and Mary can find the fold. Uh-oh, okay. Call. Chop it up. Chop it up unless something crazy happens. All right, let's see. Let's see a sweat. Seth, can you put out a sweat for us, buddy? At least one of each. At least one of each. Club and diamond, please. And that is one diamond. So Rachel free rolling for her tournament life, but it's going to be a choppy chop.
Last time I grabbed this guy, they went all haywire on that last one. Did you hear that? Yeah, I'm like, I ain't touching nothing.
That's right, you were sitting behind me.
I was like, woo, doing me crazy.
You knocked somebody out and they messed up the pot.
No, they pulled the chips in.
More Danny fans piling in. Brandon cheering for Jamie. Honestly, I couldn't even pick a winner right now. I got to meet a few of these ladies today. I've known a few of them for a little bit, and it's just they're all great people and super deserving of this. So right now, Danny with a pretty commanding chip lead though. So we'll see if she can keep running good.
Did she buy back in? No. She's not behind your table though and can win for a
Four-handed here, still blinds. 4, 8, and 8. 8,000 big blind ante.
That's really expensive.
All right. We're going to get to Danny's button here, picking up 10-9 offsuit. This deep, I think I love an open in position. But she's going to let it go. And now we're blind on blind here. Rachel picking up 5-4 offsuit. Looks like she's going to complete here. 2 cards that can make a straight. Mary going to raise this for sure. All in, yep. And a quick fold. Another pot for Mary to pick up. She shows her ace. She's nice. She had it, guys. Thanks again for everyone tuning in. It's so awesome to see you all here. My name's Ronan. If you haven't heard me in the booth before, I've been in here a few times. I love doing it. I love talking to all of our chat friends here. Thank you to everyone in Facebook and YouTube for tuning in. So this is a super exciting final table. We've seen a lot of great plays, a lot of crazy bluffs, crazy calls, super coolers. So welcome if you're just joining.
Or Rebecca. Rebecca, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Baba Yaga? Did I say that right? You're absolutely right. Danny has so much momentum here. Rachel going to shove the king 10 here.
Nope, not me.
when you're the only short stack and you've already made a bunch of jumps, you can play a little looser, but that's not even loose. That's a great shove, and gets the folds and chips up in a big way.
I felt it. Where's Miss Call?
Chris Friedemann, weep no love for Rachel. Come on, go marry Jamie, Danny, and Rachel. But I know everyone's got their favorites, so I'll let them know. I'll let them all know they got a ton of fans here soon. Okay. Yeah, Danny does put in the study. She's crushed these last couple weeks. She won one event, chopped first place 4 ways in another, and she's on track to win this one. So this is just so awesome to watch. It's a great tear from a good player. Rachel ditching the ace, interestingly enough there, under the gun. She did pick up some chips there, though, so she has a little bit of room to play with. Jamie with a suited hand here. Go Rachel too, Chris. Thank you, thank you. Go everyone. Congratulations again to all these ladies for making this. And ooh, she's going to click it in blind on blind. No, I hear you, Chris. I was just messing with you, buddy. And Jamie clicks it with a 9-4 suited here, blind on blind, going small open. And Danny with a very good hand, ace-8 suited. I'd love to see a 3-bet. The small sizing from Jamie is something we have not seen blind on blind, and it might reek of strength, but that's not what it's going to do, and it's not going to work here as Danny 3-bets the ace-8 suited. Ace-8 suited is slam dunk 3-bet hand blind on blind for handed anyways, but it's especially good against Jamie right now, who accidentally flashes her 4 as she folds. So good job there from Danny picking up on that. Jamie now trickling down here a little bit. Blinds, the short stacks are getting closer. Rachel's doing a good job of staying alive. I think she's sitting on like 11 bigs, and Jamie only has 14 in the 2 monster stacks of Mary and Danny.
You don't mind? Being the long one? I am. Don't be knocking me, keep you warm. It kind of goes with my shirt. Thank you.
Are you giving up the corduroy today?
I did. Well, I'm not quite cold yet.
We're offering jackets. You see the lovely camaraderie that we got going on at this final table. People been showing hands. People letting people know they made good folds. It's been very nice so far. A bunch of lovely ladies here. So, and Mary picking up an ace, 39 bigs deep, gonna open it up. 24 piece, I think. Is that 29? Yeah, 29.
Smell good.
Thank you. That's what bar soap does.
And Rachel here. Jenner, yeah, absolutely. What's up, Johnny? Good to see you. Taking it down. We got a great staff, lovely staff here at Best Bet, always keeping the place nice and clean. They do more than you guys can imagine. You should see when a game breaks late at night, some of those tables. We got to pick up our shrimp fried rice, guys. Come on. If we haven't posted already, I'm sure the final table photo for the ladies event will be posted. We broke out the champagne, the chocolate-covered strawberries. It was a great time. Unfortunately, I did not partake in any of it, but if there's any leftover strawberries, I'm sure I'll go steal one. But if you don't follow us on Instagram or Facebook, please give us a look. And if you aren't following our Best Bet Live YouTube channel and you're just tuning in, please give us a follow. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. We're at 95 and change right now. I think that would be super awesome if you could just click subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Lets us know we're doing good. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I'm glad Danny brought all of her friends into the chat, so maybe we got some new friends and subscribers, hopefully. Please and thank you. Genevieve cheering on Danny. All my love. Wifey for life, you right? Good luck to Danny. And we're opening up to 20,000 here, Danny does. Both under the gun and in the cutoff. With the suited wheel ace. Cold call here.
Yep.
Queen Jack suited. And Jamie all in. Boom, Jamie. Great spot to shove. She's got a pair. 13 bigs. It's a nerve-wracking spot to shove with another short stack at the table, but I love the shove here. She's actually in great shape. If either player makes the call here, the other's going to have to fold, so. And she's going to be flipping. Flipping with Mary. Good 60-40 with Danielle. Danny, very interesting spot with a player who cold called behind it. Not that strong of a hand, the ace-5 suited. Just a call here, no re-raise, and Mary's going to get out of the way. Best case situation for Jamie here. Mary's hand actually probably had a lot more equity than Danny's hand against her. 65-35 in favor of Jamie. However, Jamie is all in and at risk. Has to fade an ace or some clubs. Ace is still alive here for Danielle. No aces are dead. Flops a set. Dead to run a runner here. And that's going to be it for. That's going to be it. Jamie's going to have a lock on this pot. A really good double up when she needed it. 31 big blinds for Jamie. That was a great shove. Good job, Jamie.
Good, get some of her chips. Even though
I've been just
feel.
bleeding. I started with 220 and haven't gone up. Nice hand. Thank you.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like right there. Right.
No, you call, I don't, and I'm glad you
Look
did
at that.
because I would have
I
called.
would've-
I'd have been open-ended. Yeah.
What'd you have?
Queen Jack, a heart. So I was like, if she didn't call, I'd have been like, oh man, okay. Because we're down to 4. I mean, trying to knock it down. But
I was kind of hoping you had like 2 problems. And your 5 was live. Yeah. Your spades were, your clubs were live.
no, I think that's something first. And that was a great opportunity. Here we're calling her bed. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
shit, I was
I mean,
like,
there's
oh.
already 40 in the pot
Exactly.
with my
I'd
blind.
have been like,
plus my blinds.
okay.
Yeah. Just kinda like
Okay.
your amount on the line. And you had enough to do it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
Again, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching. Still four-handed here. Heads up here, Jamie and Danielle. Pair of trays and a queen on this flop. Ace high. Still in the lead for Jamie. Gonna go check, check. Now 7 on the turn. Does bring out a club draw, and Jamie is holding the ace of clubs. Gonna go ahead and fire out a bet here. And that is going to be Danielle letting go of her hand. Jamie's going to get a few more chips in her stack. 33 bigs is what she has now. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching our Women's Championship final table, part of the World Poker Tour. Again, the main event taking place this weekend. $5,000 buy-in, $1 million guarantee in the prize pool for that tournament. Day 1A and Day 1B will be Friday, Saturday. Day 2 on Sunday. Day 3 on Monday. And then we will have, of course, the final table itself on Tuesday, the 14th. Someone, again, taking home a pretty good prize pool. And $1 million guaranteed in the prize pool for that event. Definitely looking forward to it. All right, ace king for Jamie. Danielle going to make the call. Yeah, Rachel, go ahead and get rid of that hand. Oh, no, she's going to check it. Never mind. It is her option. So maybe she hits a 10 and a tray on this flop. Not even close. So I'll check around to Rachel. And she's going to go ahead and hit the all-in here. Rachel all in with 10 tray offsuit. It's going to work out. Never mind. You have the option to check it, and look at that. You add a few more bigs to your stack. Now at 10 bigs for Rachel, who's been hanging tough the entire time. She's been the short stack for a good portion of this table.
My eyeballs are floating.
For those of our Brado and Andrew Nemi fans, Andrew Nemi is in the room grinding 2-5 right now. I did just catch I follow him on Instagram and I saw him make a post and I was like, oh, he is in here.
He
So
is in here.
Ooh,
All
Mary
right.
with kings.
Ooh, pocket kings for Mary here. Yep, that's a hand that you're putting in a raise with. See what she decides to make it after Jamie did raise it initially. 3 bets at the 60K for Mary. And Jamie's like, huh, okay. She is going to put in the call. Pretty big call, 42K with King 10 suited.
She does have a good stack to play with there.
Yeah, very much so. Still has about 25 bigs behind her. 8 Jack Deuce flop.
Backdoor for Jamie here, but she said, did she just say 100?
I think Mary did say
Yeah,
100.
it's going to be right in the muck there for Jamie.
Yeah, it's a little too pricey to continue along with just a gutter. Oh, backdoor to gutter, I should say. Diane, check your settings on your Facebook.
Maybe refresh that page a couple times.
Yeah, it might be a refresh to look at because I'm looking on my end. I don't see any dropped frames happening for us. Mary does collect there on that hand. Appreciate you hanging out. Again, as Ronan mentioned, it looks like Andrew Nemi is already here grinding out 2-5 right now. Of course, he'll be in our Celebrity Bounty event.
She's got 5s.
Oh, I actually. Still one on the deck.
And we have an elimination. Rachel is gone, down for the count. Final 3, Jamie with the Queen Jack there, winning the flip. So Jamie picking up some chips and stacks are getting closer. I'm going to pull up the stats real quick.
No, the one you and I, with all that. I forget which. The hand behind, just the hand before. Oh, when you raised? Yeah. Went up.
All right, here we are. We got Danielle with 51 bigs, Mary with 45, and Jamie with 35. And congratulations again to Rachel for making Final 4. You played great, held on, made a bunch of jumps. It was awesome.
When you called me with that
Pleasure having you,
70,
Rachel.
I was committed to the all-in at that point. I was just like, okay, that's why I started shaking because I'm like, shit. Pardon me.
It just was the biggest hand I've seen since 6-6, so it's like
No, I
just to
get
have
it.
Broadway cards feels really strong.
I get it. That's why I was like, oh man, this is gonna suck so bad. I'm just going down with this shit.
Yeah, if I did anything, you're getting it all. I was so short too. Just got it. But if she, wow. I was kind of trying to last longer than her. I had my own.
Yeah, really.
Congratulations
How much
again
is
to
left?
Rachel
Which one's
here,
left?
getting a
Sorry,
little
all 3 of us?
$2,255. And
now we are down to the final three. 3,100 for third, 4,800 for second, and 7,100 for first. So a lot of money on top. Congratulations again to these ladies. They all deserve a big pay. So thanks again for tuning in.
A threesome. I hate to make it sound like so erotic like that, but I mean, I'm like, it's gonna be one hell.
I don't think that could be easy.
It's gonna be one hell of a. Woo. Oh no, I'm good. That's it. Yeah. I didn't even know what.
You're the big line.
Okay. I'm with you.
There we go.
Check.
Check.
Mary flopping a little gutter ball with ace high. Turning a 6, Danielle does. Making a pair. Gonna lead out. I think Mary should continue here. It's only 10,000.
That's crazy.
Got a gutter and an over. And she hits a deuce on the river. So just a pair. Hearts do get there, but 6 is good
I
for
was like, she's
Danielle
gonna give me
there.
a 3. No, because a deuce. Whew. I'll tell you what, it is a good final. It's a good one.
It was fast.
In case you're just tuning back in, Rachel did bust in fourth, making a little 2,200, I believe, 2,255, so it's a great payday for her. And we're down to the final 3 here. 3-handed tournament poker. Danielle picking up a beautiful king-queen suited on the button here. Make it a little 20,000 here, Danielle. There it is, 20,000.
Well,
Mary
we
6-4
can't even
off
go
in the
like, well,
small.
we'll try this to knock someone out. Everybody just played decent. Now we're like, now we're going for the jugular.
Stacks are a lot closer. 52 bigs, Danielle. Jamie defending with the 33 big blind short stack. Shortest stack at the table. Pretty deep for 3-handed though, so going to be interesting. 10, 5, 4, 2 spades. Jamie just with a backdoor straight draw. 2 live cards to make a pair, but Danielle flopping a flush draw with 2 overs.
With her, whenever we both went.
That's right.
I had ace king there, and it was 4, 4, 8 with 2 cards. And I was like,
Oh,
supposed to
yeah. Oh,
make a
because you
move,
thought
you
she
know?
was
25,000 continuing for just under half pot here. This board is supposed to favor Jamie's big blind to thin range, but she is going to let it go. Danielle just has so many chips. Hello, 619 Poker King. Hi from San Diego. Thank you so much for tuning in from San Diego. I've been meaning to make it out to the West Coast at some point.
The big blind in a limp spot.
That's right.
I've never been west of Texas, so that'd be so cool for me to see. I want to hit Vegas, want to hit California.
Heads up or 3-handed. Their cards are live.
We do have a break coming up shortly for this event, so we'll see a pause in the action for a little bit. Mary with 6-5 suited on the button. Open or call? What are we doing here? Gonna raise it up. 21,000. Jamie with 9-8 off in the small. Gonna complete.
Call.
And let's see what Danielle wakes up. 9-4 offsuit. Probably not going to be enough here, and we're going to be heads up. Mary with the betting lead in position. Worst hand, but very playable. And that flop is in favor of Mary. Middle pair, backdoor straight, backdoor flush draw. Jamie with just a gutter. Now, Jamie is holding an interesting hand that could be a good check raise candidate because you have a board that favors your hand, or your range, excuse me, and a little bit of equity. That's going to be a king on the turn. Mary does pick up a club draw along with that pair. Jamie check. And Chris, you watch from Arizona. What's it like out there? Heard it's beautiful. Jamie here with 9 high on the river. Gonna fire, it looks like. Can't win by checking here. 35 thou into a pot of 100,000. Mary with a pair here. Kind of a weird spot. She is blocking all the bluffs. The 5 4s, the backdoor club draws. Chips in hand, though. Go see Midway, Miss Diane says. I'll have to put it on the list. I've never been out, so I've just been looking forward to getting out there. I want to play some. Oh my gosh, she hit the gutter. I am so sorry, Scott. I didn't even see that. Jamie hits the nuts here. There's my second miscalled hand of the day. Jamie hits the nuts straight on the river, and I'm calling her hand as 9 high, Ryan. What's going on? Must have been a long night for me last night. I don't know.
I mean, listen, you know, Jamie does hit the straight on the river as
Scott, thank you so much. My eyes are just not working, I guess. Sitting here thinking about San Diego.
I mean, listen, San Diego is a wonderful city. Don't blame it.
I know, right? It's so old. That song is so old also.
It is. Like, last time I was here, I saw the Barbie movie with Chris Reed. Oh, yeah? Like, so busted. Just like, okay, fine, let's go watch Barbie.
Oh, I guess, yeah, the Barbie song is playing out there. That's what the ladies were referencing. All right, so Danielle puts in the call. Mary, Jack-10 suited. Feel like this is a raise coming.
20 on top. 28,000.
So 28,000 the raise from Mary.
Got a bunch of good songs playing, I guess.
Yeah, I know they flipped it to the dance playlist. So that's all the songs that they're playing right now in the room. But again, guys, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching. We had 70 entries in today's women's tournament. And we are now down to our final 3 here on the final table. That's the way the chip stacks look. Kind of even when you think about it. I mean, Danielle does have 55 bigs right now, but Jamie and Mary are pretty close to each other as far as how many bigs they have left. So it's going to be an interesting battle considering where they're at as far as their chip stacks are concerned.
Mary completing blind on blind here with the King 9. Love to see a raise there, but nothing wrong with limping, and that's why we want to raise there. Jamie catches to her live card, and Mary choosing now to fire the aggression up. And Jamie, easy call with a pair.
This weekend, you were just up after the tournament, you still decided to play cash.
8 of diamonds on the turn. A nothing burger for Mary. She's going to continue, though. 15 thou.
She did good.
15 good, says Jamie.
Made my money back in cash.
And the brick of all on the river here. Mary going to fire again, it looks like. If you're going to do it, you got to do at least 35. Oh, she says 50. Ooh, that's a big bet. It's kind of interesting spot because she's raising all of her big queens, or she should be blind on blind. So really she's only repping like a really naked rag queen, or maybe a 3. 4-3 maybe, but Jamie blocks that. Not a lot of hands. Yeah, that's a call. Not a lot of hands you're really repping there.
Mary,
You called me?
I had a 4. Is that good? 2 pair good?
Yeah, it is.
4 is good.
4 is good.
So what do you give me?
Really, you're only repping like some queen 6 that kind of limped in and completed. Maybe queen 8. But it's hard to rep that board.
All right, so this is actually the last hand before they did hit their break. So we are going to be taking a short break with the ladies as well. We'll be back in about 7 minutes from now. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll be back with more final table action here for the Women's Championship, part of the World Poker Tour here at Best Bet Jacksonville on Monument Road. Hang tight with us. We'll be back in about 7 minutes with more final table action. All right, welcome back. A little bit of a longer break than anticipated, but here we are getting back at it. We are still 3 players left in the field as far as our final table is concerned of our women's championship. Part of the World Poker Tour. Here are your 3 remaining players. Danielle, 56 bigs for her. Jamie, 44 bigs, and Mary, 29 bigs. As we are now at the final 3 of our final table. And again, this is what they're playing for. There you see Rachel did take the 4th place prize, but they are playing for $7,103 up top for 1st place. The next elimination will be taking home $3,146. So a little bit of a jump in the prize pool. As again, we are 3 players. Jamie pocket 4s. Any pocket pair is a good pocket pair to play. Danielle's going to check her option with the Jack 6 suited. She does hit a Jack on the board. Definitely do not like that flop if you have 4s. And Danielle, she's not slow played it the entire time. I assume she's just going to continue firing here. As you do see, yes, the bumblebees have been put into play now as well as we have come back from the break. Did take a bit of the orange off the table and got some of the bigger chips on there now. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget on Thursday, which I did myself see him out in the room already. Andrew Nemi already here in town. Now up playing some 5-5 PLO is Andrew Nemi. But he and, of course, Brad Owen are going to be here as being part of the Celebrity Bounty event that's going to be tomorrow. Celebrity Bounty tournament's going to start at noon. Got 12 Celebrity Bounties that's going to be in play. As always, guys, you can check out our website, bestbetjacks.com, for all the details when it comes to promotions, tournaments, live stream schedule, and much more. But also on Thursday, the meetup game with Brad Owen and Andrew Nemi, playing some 3-5 no-limit hold'em from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Looking forward to it. See, Jamie's already put in the raise, 27,000 from her. Jack 7 on the button, and here's Ace Jack for Danielle. I'll go ahead and put in a 3-bet of 75,000. Jamie will let it go, and Danielle will scoop this one up, just collecting the blinds. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching. The blinds are going to continue to get bigger and bigger right now. We're at 5,000 small, 10,000 big, 10,000 big blind ante. Blinds are going to start catching up with these stacks. Pocket jacks for Danielle. First to act. Definitely going to be leading out here. Just curious to see what the numbers she is going to put out as far as the bet's concerned.
25,000.
25,000, the bet. Queen 6 is going to go in the muck. King 7 suited. Jamie's going to go ahead and put in a call to see if she can hit some spades on this flop. She does not. 8, ace, 9 flop. Does have back doors, but assume that Danielle is probably going to fire out a bet here, and Jamie's probably going to let go of her hand once Danielle fires this out.
28,000.
28,000 to bet from Danielle. Does let it go, so we'll keep it going. This tournament was a $400 buy-in for the ladies. We had 70 entries today. The final table did get paid out, so the first 9 places did receive a cash payout. They did also pay the bubble as well, which is 10th place. So it was a payout of $73.03 as far as first place goes, but first place gave $200 to the bubble, and then $100 from second and third also given to the bubble as well to give them a payout as well. Basically, their buy-in basically as far as the 10th place money.
30,000.
Mary gonna go ahead and bump up to 30K with ace 10. Jamie and Danielle had nothing to go along with her.
Good.
Feel like, considering the fact that these three ladies, their chip stacks are relatively even for the most part. Feel like we're gonna be here for a minute as far as the
Raise to 20.
20K raise from Jamie in the button. 10-4 suited. King, queen for Danielle.
Go.
Mary, king, deuce. She's going to probably put in a call, it looks like. She is indeed. So all three players are going to be at the flop here. King, queen, king, deuce, 10-4 suited. 8-4-6. So Jamie does catch a piece of this. Pair of fours. So I'll check over to her. She's going to go ahead and check it back. So checking to the turn. There's a 7. So now there's a 4-liner on the board. Mary's going to go ahead and bet 20,000.
Call.
Jamie puts in the call.
Heads up.
A few cards that Jamie needs to fade, and we are going to chop this up.
Check.
Play the board.
Yep, playing the board. Straight on the board. Going to chop this up.
Don't put my money alright. You have enough of ours.
Yeah, what about you?
Danielle says, chop up my money already.
Button is good.
It's kind of crazy. We've
We'll just get you by
kind of
step
blinked,
by
and we
1,000.
started this World Poker Tour 2 weeks ago with event number 1, the $400 buy-in, 6 flights. And here we are, main event week.
Of
Of course, the main event being this weekend coming up. Got the mystery bounty that we just finished up this past weekend. So celebrity bounty event, meetup game with Brad Owen and Andrew Nemi on Thursday. Some big 50-100 cash games we have coming up as well. And of course, the final table of the 1 million guarantee main event going to be taking place on Tuesday the 14th. It's kind of blinked, and the Poker Tour is almost at its end. Still plenty of tournaments. There's also a bunch of satellites coming up as well, including some milestone guarantees. It's going to be taking place on Thursday night and Friday night. 10-seat guarantee Thursday night, 5-seat guarantee Friday night. As always, guys, you can check out our website, bestbetjacks.com, for all the details when it comes to promotions, tournaments, live stream schedule, and much more. And Mary's going to go ahead and put in a 3-bet.
120.
120, the 3-bet. Let's go with her suited 1-gapper, 7-5. And here's Danielle on the button, letting it go as well. So Mary's going to take this one down.
Button is good.
Trey says 3 of my favorite people. Congrats, ladies. Yeah, I mean, it was a good final table. We started off with 9 players in the final table. All of them were in the money as well. A couple personal favorites of mine were also at this final table.
Fold.
Ooh, Mary pocket jacks. Danielle, suited octo crab. Gonna put in the call. All right, gonna make Cairo proud. 10-9-4 flop.
Check. 75,000.
He's not gonna slow play this. She's gonna go ahead and bet 75,000. Danielle will let it go.
Yes, sir.
Again, for the Celebrity Bounty event tomorrow, already named a few of them that is going to be participating in the bounty. Of course, Brad Owen and Andrew Nemi already here in the building, in the house, playing some 5-5 PLO. Ivy and Tugba are also going to be playing as part of the Celebrity Bounties. Also, as far as some other celebrities that's going to be taking place, Alec Torelli, Blake Bone, Don E., who's a local of ours, contributes 5% of his earning every time he plays on our live stream. The Beard himself, Eddie Marskoski, who just recently finished 4th in our Mystery Bounty event that took place this past weekend. Local radio station personality here in Jacksonville, Jeff Prosser, a bounty as well. Kelly Joe, Kelly Slay, and Kit Kat. So we got 12 bounties that's going to be playing in the celebrity event tomorrow. Again, cards will be in the air at noon tomorrow for that. We will have featured final table as well for that event. Featured table will get going around 4:30 tomorrow.
First half is all like kamikaze shit. Second half is like aces, kings.
25. Hold and a call. Heads up.
10-7 tray flop. Backdoor to hearts for both Jamie and Danielle. Ace is in the lead. They're going to check it around, and there is the ace. Jamie maybe thinking about trying to rep that ace. He's going to go ahead and bet a 5K here, or 35,000, excuse me. Thought that was a little low, but 35. And Danielle, who's got this hand pretty much secured, is going to go ahead and put in the call. Now the board does pair. Jamie's continuing to bet here. 45,000 to bet. Danielle. I'm curious to see what she does here. She does put in the call, and Danielle is going to get a nice pot going her way. And just like that, 72 bigs now for Danielle. Jamie, she's still okay. 20 bigs is still an okay number to have at this level, but the problem is these blind levels are going to get higher and higher. But she still has a bit to work with, can try to get some of these chips back. Denise, appreciate the kind words. Glad you had a good time, and hopefully we see you again soon.
Fold.
Queen 4 suited for Jamie. She's gonna go ahead and go all in here, and Danielle, 6 deuce off. He could have it.
flopped the nuts on me before.
She did. Danielle did flop the straight earlier in a hand where she was heads up with Jamie.
Fold.
10-5 suited. You see 69 bigs for her now. Go ahead and put in the call. Mary's going to check it over, so we'll see a flop. 10-5 versus King 5. A deuce, a 10, and a 4. So a pair of 10s for Danielle. Check around. Whoops. Board pairing 4 now. 10s and 4s for Danielle.
10,000.
$10K bet from Danielle. That's going to get the job done. Mary going to let it go with just king high. Diamond draw out there. Wasn't really connecting with anything for her, unfortunately.
I just realized all those ladies left. They wanted to wait for me to finish. So they could finish.
They left you.
Also, just a reminder, on Thursday, November 9th, we are going to start our 24/7 operation. So instead of Friday mornings at 10 a.m. and go until Monday morning 4 a.m., we're going to start a 24/7 operation Thursday morning at 10 a.m. The doors will stay open until 4 a.m. Monday.
Hey, King 3 offsuit.
Got lots of action that's going to be happening in the room this
Now they call and she went,
weekend. Definitely looking forward to it.
so elegantly.
Yeah.
Come on. Thank you, darling.
We'll see King right out the window. Put a jack underneath.
Yeah, there you go. Be like in the window and then the third.
Your friends ask you what you wanted to order. They didn't ask him. Yeah, I wanted to get so and so.
Check. Heads up.
All right, 6-jack deuce flop.
Check. Check.
King on the turn.
Check.
So it's going to continue to check here. Well, the straight rivers for Jamie. She's going to go ahead and fire out a bet.
10,000.
Danielle quickly lets it go. Didn't even bother thinking about what Jamie could potentially have to bet there. Just said, all right, yep, you got it.
She hit something.
Oh. Okay.
There we go. You'd get there eventually.
That's right. Takes me there.
Fold. Raise 25.
So 25K, the raise here from Danielle. King tray. Probably a hand you typically wouldn't see anyone play, but considering it's short-handed, it's 3 ways. You'll be playing
Call.
more of these type of hands. 7-6 jack
Heads up.
flop. This one really didn't connect with either one of them. Some back doors for Mary. Backdoor to hearts for both Mary and Danielle. Danielle's much smaller though.
25.
She's going to continue the aggression, bet 25K here.
Call.
Mary, though, not going anywhere. 2 very aggressive players. A few chop outs out there for Danielle. But yeah, She's going to continue the aggression, even though Mary had a better kicker. Danielle does
good.
even making the notion that she's firing out of bet. Mary let it go immediately. I think to Denise there asking about aggression. There you see it kind of right there with Danielle. Just decided to take the aggressive route and got Mary to fold a hand where she had a better kicker, but not a strong enough kicker for her to stay comfortable. Also the fact that there's still a bunch of different hands out there that could potentially be beating you at that point. Pocket jacks for Danielle. I thought I saw Jamie have pocket jacks earlier too, so pocket jacks are showing up quite a bit. 25,000, the bet from Danielle on the button with the jacks. King 7 suited for Mary. It's like she's gonna put in a call. She wants to see a flop. Ooh, pocket sixes for Jamie. And there is a significant raise from Jamie. I think it was announced 125. So big 3-bet from Jamie, 125,000. Danielle goes all in, and yeah, at this point Jamie's committed. So jacks versus sixes. Jamie needs to catch a 6.
Nothing.
King 4 ace flop. 6 and only a 6. This is for Jamie's tournament life.
I did.
Does not get there. Danielle is going to eliminate Jamie. So that is going to be Jamie's final hand. But she is still going to finish in 3rd place, and we are now heads up between Mary and Danielle. So we're going to take a minute here to get things set up and situated for heads up action between Mary and Danielle. So
Danny, this is sick. I'm telling you. You.
all right, so yeah, we're going to get things situated.
Okay.
You're going to act first. You'll get your cards last.
I'm just gonna let you point to me when it's my time to do something. How about that? I'll mess it up. Can you leave it to me? Okay.
Oh, I guess we're not going to do that quite yet. I guess we're just going to continue action.
I'll mess it up. Every time.
Typically, with the heads up here, we do move players over to the end seats, seat 3 and seat 7.
Oh, that's what I thought you
And
said.
it starts on you.
I understand.
It just gets a little weird when it's heads up.
I guess we'll go ahead and play the hand here. Brennan says called the top 2. I mean, very two strong players for sure here with Danielle and Mary. Danielle playing the Octo Crab. Pair of 5s and an ace on this flop.
For my peeps that are watching, A3 is not good today.
She said, Octo Crab, no bueno.
Give you one hell of a heads up.
Oh, I know.
Well, you know, we don't ever get to play heads up. Like, everybody uses their chops or something, but you need that practice too.
Oh, I agree. Like,
Before we go any further, they want us actually to do 3 and 7
okay.
for the final 2.
Good, because this was 3 and 7.
Okay, yeah, so now they're getting it situated now. So Mary's going to move over to the 3 seat. Danielle will move over to the 7 seat. As you know, we do this for the final table for our main event, our final tables in general for all of our tournaments, to have a better presentation for the live stream. So we're going to go ahead and move everybody over. That way we put the trophy right in the middle as well, as far as who will be taking it home. It's going to be an interesting battle here, though. Let's go ahead and show you the chip stacks between the two as they are heads up. And there you see it. Danielle has a commanding lead chip stack wise. 80% of the chips are in front of Danielle, but we know how good of a player Mary is. Definitely
I'm like, man, I'm back to back
is
gets
going
up.
to be a player that's going to battle all the way down to the end for sure. So here we are. The Octo Crab again for Danielle. Did she really get the same hand? 9-4 suited for Mary, so club on club action. 6-10-10 flop. 9 high in the lead for Mary. Danielle looks like she's going to go ahead and put together a bet here. And Mary quickly lets it go, so Danielle does take that one down. Real quick, let's show what Jamie is taking home with her. Jamie's going to be, actually that is not Rachel, that is Jamie. That is going to be taking home the $3,146 third place prize. Not sure why that flipped over to Rachel, but it's that's indeed Jamie with a Y that is taking home the third place prize.
It's like, can I play you with this like monkey cartoon?
Yes.
Raise 40.
40,000.
Mary gonna go ahead and put in to raise the 40K here. So here we are, heads up action. There you see it, the trophy for the WPT Women's Championship.
Daniel should be a lot stronger than I am, but I made that stupid mistake. That was so stupid.
Oh, here's a hand. Ace Jack suited on the button for Danielle. First to act.
30K.
Gonna make it 30K. 10-9 offsuit for Mary. Feel like she's gonna go ahead and put in a call to see if she can maybe try to connect on this flop. $7-10 queen does hit a 10, and she's also got a club draw. So pretty strong flop for Mary. That's 45,000. Danielle with 2 overs. So she's gonna put in. Let's see. Call. Yep, there's the call from Danielle. Make sure she wasn't like grabbing like anything else with raising chips. And there is the 4th club, and now Mary does go all in, and Danielle, yeah, quickly lets it go. And seeing the 4th club on the board, she definitely felt like she was not good. Mary could be holding any club there. And just like that, Mary gets a few more bigs in front of her, which is very much needed. If you're going to start a comeback, that's the way you do it, right? Mary's going to go ahead and put in the call, and now here's Danielle. Ace-6 offsuit. Any options really available to her, and she's going to go ahead and put in the raise to 50.
You were just the button. So, yep.
Hard to keep up when it's only 2.
Piece plus like somehow like $13 extra.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you for counting it out.
Yeah, thank you for taking work for the team. Here, you should keep the 13 just for that hard work.
Thank you.
That's Doyle for Danielle. On a button, go ahead and put in the call. Mary going to check her option.
Is that gravitating
That's
your
pretty
way?
good.
Was that coming your way?
It was definitely going her way.
Pair of kings for Mary.
Thank you. Thank you.
You too.
Yes, you too, Jamie. That was awesome.
Yeah, Jamie always a favorite of mine whenever she's in the room. Always a good sport.
Thank
fun personality as well. Pretty sure we'll see her throughout the rest of the weekend for the rest of our WPT tournaments, as well as the main coming up this weekend. Again, Celebrity Bounty event we have tomorrow.
I mean, you know what you can.
Starting
and
at
can't do, but really,
noon.
man,
We'll have the feature table for you around 4 o'clock tomorrow for that feature bounty. Celebrity bounty, I should say. Hard to believe that we start, again, like I said, we started this 2 weeks ago and we're getting closer and closer to the end of this thing. Tomorrow's Celebrity Bounty Tournament, by the way, a $300 no limit hold'em tournament, so we're gonna have quite a few entries. Definitely looking forward to it.
Okay, so we're good at this one?
No, I think I was saying that the blinds are up.
All right, so it looks like the blinds are up now, so we are moving on. 6,000 small, 12,000 big, with the 12,000 ante coming out of the big blind. Danielle goes up, go ahead, put it in the call, and a check for Mary, checking her option. Ace, Trey, Jack, flop.
Yes, yes.
So 24,000 the bet from Mary. Danielle gonna go ahead and put in the call. Turn is a 7. It's interesting because it does give Mary now a pair of 7s. She's gonna continue betting here. 45,000 from Mary. Jack on the river. So trips for Danielle. Mary going to go ahead and continue betting out. That's 50,000 here. I feel like any option is up there for Danielle. Clubs miss, spades miss. Raise looks like it's going to be coming. Took a minute for Seth to process that. Mary is going to let it go. Just like that. Now Mary, with her work cut out, with her having 12 bigs left. Ooh, King Queen offsuit for Mary, starting off the action. And she is going to go all in here with her remaining stack of what she has left. King, Queen, offsuit. We'll get a quick count. Stats should be right though. Should be 150K that she has. Mary is all in for. So we're calling for Danielle. King Queen versus King Queen. So unless there's 4 diamonds for Mary, or if there's 4 clubs for Danielle, we're on our way to a chop. Nope, we're chopping this up.
Nice hand.
You're ready for that. There's gonna be a lot of that.
And he said be ready for it.
Oh.
But yeah, guys, again, we will be seeing you again tomorrow. The Celebrity Bounty event, $300 buy-in for that tournament. 12 celebrity bounties that are going to be out and about. Players are going to start off with 15,000 in chips. It's 30-minute levels. Registration is going to be open until the start of level 9, and that's when we will be live as well. Once registration does close is when we do go live. Danielle laughing.
I didn't even get it out of there. She's already sticking it in there.
Mary had Jack 9 offsuit. Danielle trying to play the Octo Crab 8 tray.
I would be doing the same thing.
Maybe a small blind for 6 kid.
Yeah, Chris Reed mentioning the WPT in December. Of course, that's the World Poker Tour Championship that's going to be held at the Wynn in Las Vegas. We're actually giving away a seat to that $40 million guarantee that's going to be taking place. Mary's all in with Ace-7 offsuit. Yeah, it seems like this is where Mary is just going to, any chance she gets a hand where she feels like she's just going to jam. She's just going to go ahead and put it all in.
I just so happen I'm getting like aces and kings. It's like all in, all in. Well, no, actually, they aces and
I mean, I was gonna say it's been good hands.
yeah, I was like,
I mean, and given this chip stack, I would be doing the same thing on those hands.
Looks like that's going to be the play for Mary every time she feels like she gets a premium hand. And this heads up. 8-6 suited for Danielle. Danielle, 35K. Mary, trade deuce suited. All right, so call has been made by Mary. So we are going to see a flop. 10 King Queen flop. Backdoor to hearts for Mary. She's going to check it over.
50.
Danielle's going to go ahead and bet 50, and that's a quick fold for Mary.
All in.
Danielle is going to go all in with Queen 10 suited clubs. Mary 9-7 suited for clubs. Does let it go.
suited too, Broadway. That's suited.
I had close.
Queen. I had close too.
Oh, okay, well, I'm glad I had 9-7.
He's like, oh yeah, I was pretty dominated.
Not me. It is on me. Sorry. 6.
All right, Jack 7 versus Trey Deuce. Let's see a flop. 10-6 Jack. Danielle does hit her Jack.
30 and fold.
Bet fold. So again, guys, do come out for the meetup game with Brad Owen and Andrew Nemi Thursday. 2 o'clock is when we'll get started. We do ask for those that plan on playing to be in as early as possible, though, like 1 o'clock, as we'll get things situated. And Mary's going to go all in, and the call is made. So here we are, off to the races. Ace 10
Spades.
versus Queen 10. Danielle does have the lead pre-flop here. Both of them hit their 10. We're pairing Trey, and River is an 8, and that is going to do it. The flush completes for Danielle, and that is going to be it. Danielle is going to be your WPT Women's Champion. Congratulations to her. From what I heard, it's back-to-back-to-back women's events that Danielle has been a part of. 3 straight women's tournaments in the bag for Danielle, and that is going to be it. Congratulations to her. Again, 70 players participated in this event, and it is going to be Danielle that is going to be taking home that first place prize. Congratulations to her. And then there is the payouts. Again, Mary is your second place finisher, $4,769 for her. It is not Rachel, it is Jamie. Actually, I'm not sure why it did it that way. It looks like Rachel and Jamie got swapped for whatever reason. Jamie took home the third place prize of the $3,146. I'm not sure why the payouts got jumbled up like that, but that's going to be the end of that. But that's the way things look. Again, congratulations to your champion, Danielle, taking home the WPT Women's Championship event. Second trophy of a WPT. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for the clarification, Denise. I heard someone say something else, so that's what I was going by, but that's what it is. Second trophy for WPT, third win overall. Nice. Good stuff to Danielle, who is your champion for this event. That's going to be it, though, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys watching. Again, don't forget, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Celebrity Bounty Tournament. We'll get that feature table going at 4:30 tomorrow, when we will do feature to final table for that event. It's going to be a lot of fun for that. It's going to be myself and I believe Mike Kruger that's going to be doing the commentary for that Celebrity Bounty event. And your dealers tomorrow are going to be Trey and Ronan for the Celebrity Bounty event. So that's going to be it, though, for tonight. For our dealers tonight, Seth and Theo, and for Ronan, who hopped in on commentary, as well as Starr and LaFera, who joined us for commentary earlier on the table. My name is Ryan, also known as Country. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Also, D-Money, shout out to you earlier with the gifted channel memberships. Definitely appreciate that. Again, if you guys like what you see, if you like what you're watching, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And more importantly, hit that bell notification for when we do go live. But that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Be easy. Thanks for watching.